from the city of Hamilton to the city of Toronto. Ladies and gentlemen, I am currently standing and walking on the land of one of the most vibrant cities in the whole of Ontario, Brampton. You smell it? Who smells summer? Ladies and gentlemen, summer is finally here and I am so excited. We are out for another amazing episode of your My One Stop Podcast, the AfroJournal Podcast. We have a guest, guys, who I'm going to reveal in a bit. But for now, I just want to bask in the euphoria of this amazing weather and have so much fun. I'm going to see you on the other side, guys. Welcome. Let's have some fun. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to yet another amazing episode of your My One Stop Podcast. This is AfroJournal Podcast, where we bring you people doing amazing works in the Black community, where we dissect issues affecting our everyday life. Before I proceed, I always plead with you, please, if you've not subscribed to our channel as yet, please subscribe, like, and share. That is how we get pats on the back that we are doing an amazing work. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, our guest on this show, like I said to you before, is a very special guest. One who is not new to the cameras, not new to the stages, and of course, not new to stardom. Ladies and gentlemen, he is an actor virtuoso, a director aficionado, he is a movie maker par excellence. He is a multiple award nominee, a multiple award winning actor whose acting skills are simply impeccable. Ladies and gentlemen, he is a father of two amazing growing celebrities. He is a husband, and of course, he is my long-time friend. Please permit me as I welcome on this edition of our podcast, Rotimi Salami.
I love this your intro. It seems sweet.
Brotherly.
My brother, man. Brother, man.
It's been what, 15 years? Like 16?
Yeah, 15, 16 years there.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Baba, very, very, very nice to see you.
Same here, man. Same here.
Listen, I must start fresh. You didn't change a bit, man.
Well, people say that a lot. Yeah, they say that a lot.
You didn't change a bit, though.
Well, I don't used to like the fact that, that being small in stature, but then I'm loving it now because I know I don't even look my age, so. Yeah, you can tell your viewers to guess, and I'm sure they'll guess wrong.
I'm sure they will guess wrong. I'm sure they will. We have a lot of unpacking to do. Right. Even you speaking about you looking, like this, and people, take you for, some type of small boy when you're not. We're going to speak about that. But first, let's talk about your coming to Canada. How has the journey? Because I know it has been back to back to back to back to back. You are here today. You even barely had time for yourself. How has it been so far? Is it your first time in Canada?
Yeah, it's my first time.
Oh, wow. Welcome to Canada. How has the journey been so far?
Are you talking about the journey from my house to Canada or journey of my life to this stage?
No. From your house to Canada. Let's start from there. How has the Canadian experience been?
Okay, honestly, I had I had plans for two countries, so leaving Nigeria was, to head to the UK.
Yes, I know you were there with your family.
My family, yeah.
I know.
That was the first time my family is traveling to the UK to surprise my mom.
Oh, wow.
Because, she never knew they were coming. And it's also their first time. Then it was also my 10th year wedding anniversary.
Yes.
So I wanted to celebrate Mom's birthday, June 13. I wanted to celebrate our 10th year wedding anniversary, June 14. And I had like a small private screening,
Screening, yes.
Yeah. So I told myself after that, let me just come to Canada, for the first time to come see what's like. I was being invited by Starboy Entertainment. They had an award that I couldn't show up for last year. So I was like, okay, fine. Since I have the visa, let me make a trip at once, so that I don't get back to work and it's quite difficult to travel again. So yeah, journey experience, beautiful.
Fun,
actually.
all the way.
All the way, man. All the way.
Now, let us start from the fact that you just had your wedding anniversary. I know you got married in 2015.
Yeah.
Before we talk about your challenges, because I know that your story is an impeccable one, has there been any change? Or let me start like this. How have you been able to maintain a steady marriage amidst all of the fame and all of the side attractions and distractions?
Okay, very good question. Steady marriage. Well, yes. I like the word steady, but there is no perfect marriage. You know, for every relationship, being friends or being lovers, even business partners, you know, you would always have, you know, I mean, ups and downs, you know. Yeah. So far, I'm blessed to have been married to a woman that God has gifted me like herself,
Word.
basically. And when you're choosing partner, if you are blessed enough to have the right partner, trust me, even when it seems difficult, it will still be like play, you know, because you have somebody who is going to pat you on the back, like, don't worry, keep going. Yeah, so I am privileged to have, you know, a friend as a wife. Also, she's a thespian. You know, so
Wow.
she understands, you know, the craft. She knows, you know, sometimes she'll be like, it's me, are you sure you want to keep posting me? You know, you have lots of female fans. And some of them may want to probably support you. Seeing me posting her all the time, you know, could probably want to limit some of the things they want to, you know, do for you, support you with, connect you with. I'll be like, don't worry, don't get used to it, you know. And I'm glad that everyone got used to it. And a lot of people too got encouraged and motivated to do the same, you know. So yeah, so I've been blessed actually.
Did you at any point in time, or let me ask this, for people who believe that celebrities can't keep a marriage, and some ladies are also very scared because, you know, at the mention of, oh, their husband or boyfriend wants to start acting, they know back of mind that this relationship is about to go into shambles, right? What are some of the things that has helped you keep it to this point? Apart from the fact that she's a thespian, she understands the rudiments. Of course she does, because she went through it in school. What are some of the things that have kept you to this point?
I would say commitment, you know, sacrifices in, you know, on different levels, and communication. You know,
Communication.
We always have healthy, you know, communication in our marriage, meaning that say it when you don't like it. Also give your appraisal when you love it. You know, because no one can be perfect, like I said earlier.
True.
And definitely I'll make mistakes. Definitely she'll make mistakes. You know, the fact that I'm a celebrity, and not just a celebrity, I'm a fine boy.
Loki, everybody knows that.
You know, so I'd always known that for myself, even before getting married. Okay, fine, let me just share a secret with you on this show. I've said it to a couple of people who tried asking me, especially younger colleagues, who tried asking me, like, Baba, how far you take the drum now? Baba, my girlfriend will crush on you. My mama love you. Man, shout out to everyone who loves my craft. God bless you. You know, like, yeah, Baba, you take the drum, and you're still married. You're still in your marriage, and you know, you still push your family. Baba, how you take the survive? Tell us. I mean, like, it's not difficult. It's just a strategic thinking and strategic planning. You know, if years before I got married, I tried to understand myself, which is, because that's the first thing I tell people. First thing, know yourself, understand yourself. What kind of person are you? What are the things you love? What can you handle? Then above all, what kind of home do you want in the future? That's a very serious question you need to ask yourself. What kind of home do I want in the future? What kind of husband do I want to be? What kind of father do I want to be to my kids, you know? And what kind of man do I want to be seen as through my family's eyes? Yeah. You know, so I asked myself this question there was a day I asked myself that question. I'm saying this very one for the first time actually. She came to the house and she saw a used condom.
Okay, let's have it.
Okay, so she saw a used condom, and it was actually used for her. You get, but because she never, I mean, she felt like Rotimi's got a lot of girlfriends, blah blah blah, you know. So I was like, she was like, who's, you know, I know said that kind of stuff to you before. Say, who did you use? So I was like, no, you are user for. He said, no. And that's because I was going on, you know, she came to see me and I was going on set the next day, you know, so I didn't tidy the room before leaving the house. So I came back and she also came to visit again. You know, so, but at the back of her mind is that I don't trust this nigga, you know, something don't go down. So she saw that and, you know, she was pissed because she thought I was lying to her. So she left. I was like, she wasn't going to leave totally, like probably she would be outside. You know. So it took like a while. I didn't get to see her come. Okay, let me just check her outside. I got outside, I didn't see her. I was like, this girl left. I beg, make sure they go.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, I beg, make sure they go. I don't feel they chase person, I beg.
Wow.
Because I believed I didn't lie to her. That was why I pulled up that act. Like, I mean, I told you the truth now. But all of a sudden, something just, you know, dropped in my mind that day. Guy, why are you feeling like a king? Now, you know, that came with lots of, you know, imaginations that, okay, what if you are married to this girl? Let's assume that you are right. And she thought that, oh, you did it. Are you not going to beg your wife?
Word, true.
If you guys were married, would you allow your wife to leave? So I thought myself like, whoa, okay, marriage is totally different from you know, dating days. I can allow her leave now because I feel like, okay, fine, maybe another person will come. But when I'm married, am I going to allow my wife leave?
No,
and,
you can't.
know, allow her, you know, so I told myself, guy, go look for her.
Swallow that pride.
Exactly. That's
Swallow that pride.
Swallow that pride and go look for her. I did, you know, I went to look for her. So while I was, you know, trying to run towards the street I thought she would, you know, go through, you know, so lots of imagination were coming in my head that day. And that was the day I made up my mind that, you know what, I didn't get to see her, you know, because she's gone far. That was the day I made up my mind that, guy, start preparing yourself for marriage from now. So, not to bore you guys, you know, I started from that period and I got married 7 years after.
Wow.
So I started planning. Now, these were the questions, you know, I was asking myself, what kind of home do I want? To have that kind of home, what kind of wife would fit for that home that I want? Now, what kind of man do I also need to be to get that home that I want? It means that it is not just on the other person's side. I've got a lot of work to do. That was when I told myself, okay, guy, you're a ladies' man. How would you survive in marriage? Are you going to be in your marriage and still have lots of women flocking around you? No, I don't think that's what I want for myself. I want my kids to be able to say, oh, I want a man like my father. You know, especially if I have a girl child. You know, I mean, blessed to me, I have a daughter. You know.
Yeah.
So I told myself, you have to adjust. So ever since then, I decided, okay, this is the kind of wife that I want, and by God's grace, God gave me that kind of wife. Yeah, I've always loved very tall, you know, shapy ladies, you know. But guess what? My wife not tall. Why? I had to choose the best part of the qualities that I need. Not just me, but I will be needing for the home, especially for my kids. There was a certain way I was raised, and kudos to my mom. I mean, shout out to her. That woman is the best woman in the world because, you know, the good guy you see, I mean, that you all see out there, that doesn't mean I'm 100% good. I've got my own, you know, bad side. But, you know, the Rotimi you see that you love, and you love his personality, his aura and all. I mean, I got it from that woman. You know, Iyagbo. Trust me, man, she did a whole lot. So I told myself that if my mom was there for us 100% and that shaped my life, then I need a wife that will mother me and mother my, you know, my kids, and, you know, raise all of us to get that, you know, in the right path. And I think I'm blessed. We're working things out, you know. So generally, you now go into, okay, you know the kind of home you want, you know the kind of woman you want. How do you not get that woman? How do you get a partner? Because it doesn't have to do with the men alone, the women too.
Sure.
How do you get that partner? Guess what? You're not going to get 100% of that partner.
Sure.
An example is what I actually mentioned earlier, saying that I have always loved very tall ladies, you know, all called me. Yeah. You must get yash. That's one quality. You must get yash. If you not get yash, no, sense not there. Don't worry. Don't ask me.
Is it a BBL now? Or
no, which kind of BBL? Natural yash. What you want? But then, if when I meet you, you don't get do the BBL, and I see that other qualities too are there. Of course, it's not going to be a problem. As long as I don't have a problem with ladies doing BBL. My concern is your health. Do you think you're fit enough? Do you think you can manage it? Do you think there'll be no after effect? What about old age? It's all about you. Because the thing is, some people do BBL to gain self-confidence. A lot of people could have probably poison themselves or commit suicide because of the body shaming they get from men or get from even their fellow women. So you know the reason you're doing whatever you're doing. It's your business. I don't have a problem with that. I'm not going to condemn it. My own is think about it very well before you do it. So you must get nyash. That one I cannot just let that one go. You get, so and that's the thing. As a man, so there are things you love. You get. Don't let those very important things. If you let that thing missing, if that particular one, if that one is missing in your marriage, sometimes it might cause you to even cheat. Me, I like to be looking at. My wife would, while we're dating, if Nyash pass, she don't show me, I go quarrel her. So we got so understanding to the level that if she see Nyash, she go send her to me. For WhatsApp, say, guys, see your kind of Nyash. See your kind of woman. You don't understand. So we're that comfortable. So now, if you see Yash now, I'm going like, babe, see that, babe, see again, Yash, child. In fact, there was a time I'll be like, oh, but I feel knock Yash, and I go do like, say, me and my,
your crew.
Yeah, with her, so she knows that okay, this is the kind of person this guy is and all that shit. But it will not go beyond that. That's me. It won't go beyond that. Allow me talk about it. Allow me say those things. You understand? In fact, if possible, if I order and place just allow me to do those. It will not pass that place. You understand? It's not, but then it only takes a woman who, deeply understands what it takes to keep a relationship alive. Not just marriage now, to keep a relationship alive. I'm not saying that I would abuse that privilege. I'm not saying that I'm going to insult her by having her standing or hit somebody. No, it's not possible. I won't do that, especially when I got married. So as I was saying, I don't want to miss those steps. You get you know the kind of woman you want, and you try to get that kind of woman. Now, in trying to get that woman, it means that out of 100% quality, or the 100% qualities that you want in that woman, there's every tendency this woman does have 40 or 50. As far as I'm concerned, is a pass mark. Because we all cannot be perfect.
100.
Now, you get to find out, you pay attention to your strengths and your weaknesses. You try to pay attention to her strengths and her weaknesses. Can the both of you manage your weaknesses? These are dating, process, the things you have to look into, like, okay, fine. I know I am bad at this. I know she's bad at this. If we get married, are there things we can survive on together just in case she doesn't change or he doesn't change? If you get to realize that the most important part of those qualities can't be changed,
but don't
go into it. But if you see that, okay, in the process, she's adjusting, he's adjusting for you, then you can keep building. Because you keep building. You don't get perfect. You keep building. Even in the marriage, you keep building. So you have to pay attention to your strengths and your weaknesses and see how both can actually, help the other, to survive when it gets to that time. Because you get a point in marriage sometimes that love is never enough too.
Sure.
Some people will tell you that, sometimes, marriage is about calculation. I still agree. You have to calculate very well.
Sure.
okay, part of the calculation is, okay, I'm going to be married to this guy. And this guy could possibly become a celebrity one day. As at that time, I was not a celebrity.
Yes, you are.
I'm
not.
one of those that you categorically say that marriage is a blessing for.
True.
You know, I got married and, you know, everything started falling in place.
Everything took flight, yeah.
You understand, you know. So I would say that if prayer is good, but you have to, you know, you have to do sleepless nights.
You dated your wife for 7 years?
No, I didn't date her for 7 years. I dated her for 3 years.
For 3 years,
Yes.
then got married at 2015.
Yeah.
Now, what are some of the X factors? Because we know, I was still coming to the lover role that you normally mostly play. Like everybody knows, even she has, everybody's scared for her. Like everybody's scared for your wife because, you know, your DMs are very full and all that. I know that they are full, by the way. What are some of the X factors that made you realize that of all the girls that I have, this one right here is the one I want to spend the rest of my life?
She get coconut head. She get coconut head. She gets coconut head. You know, something happened when we started dating. You know, okay, by the way, I met her on set.
Oh!
Like I said, yeah. Like I said, she's also a thespian.
Oh!
She was, I think she was in 100 level creative arts Unilag as at the time we met. You know, so we met on set of Unilag, and we didn't meet like, okay, I was probably going to have a long-time relationship. In fact, we didn't meet like we were going to even date. You know, the only reason I took her number that very day was the fact that there were this mad set of guys on set, you know, the crew guys, sound, I think the PM and some other guys, yeah. You know, on the day she was leaving, I just want to skip it, you know, because we had a little drama a day before, you know, where I was like, I beg, now this small girl, I need to play my girlfriend. You know, so I thought she heard, because she woke up immediately, she was lying, they've been waiting for me, you know. So I thought she heard. So I now wanted to be nice, like, hey, this person, I don't go talk this kind of thing, you know. So it was later I realized that she didn't even hear. But then, of course, we had a tete-a-tete, you know. So she was leaving the next day, and I just saw boys saying, Amo, you need you, like, man, this girl getting on show. I'm like, I collect a number. So the first guy said they will collect a number, the second guy said he will collect a number. I was just like, okay, for collecting simple, I just collect. I never can tell. It could just, if you be one of those, you know,
just to be among the collectors.
Yeah, understand me just day, you know. So I collected, I you know, got her number that day. I didn't call her. So it was one of these, you know, creative nights for me where I was writing and I had, you know, a brain block. So I just wanted to ease my head with something. So I was like, let me just call a random person on my phone. You know, I think it was like 212 or thereabouts, you know. So I just scroll. I just okay, I don't even forget I call this girl number because I'm that kind of person. If I collect your number, I don't go call you. I don't get to call. I just take the number. So I was like, okay, let me call this person. If she's awake, you know. And she was awake, you know. Fortunately, she picked, and you know, we started talking. And now there's this thing about me. I'm a very boring guy. If you're not an intelligent lady, I'm gonna be boring around you. I usually don't have things to talk about, to be honest. You know, but if you're very lively, yeah, I mean, you know, so I realized that, okay, just go, we get better, just okay. Fast forward to a certain event when, you know, we've been talking, So I told myself, like, this girl will not tall like this. I'm big, I don't know, okay, maybe let her come around first, you know, so but maybe by the time we get to walk, let me see if I'm going to be comfortable walking with her on the road.
Okay.
No, that's one thing every man needs to look towards that. Okay, fine. Are you going to be confident and comfortable with this your partner in all ramifications? I've realized that, okay, I found out, okay, this person is very intelligent. Yes. That one, tick. You understand? She's sabi. You get it? And she's also a stage queen, you know. So I was telling myself, okay, now the physical factor, which is the height. How am I going to go about this? You know, so let's walk on the road. Guess what? She came to my house in Ajangbadi and we took a stroll. Just because I wanted to confirm on my phone on the first. Yeah. I'm like, okay, would I be comfortable walking? Because there's some girls that I walk on and I'll be like, I want this girl to reach my level. You know, so I don't go ever see you off again with that, you know, that kind of thing. But you walk out for road. It can't be like saying that she won't come to intimidate me. At the time I said, hello. As in the aura, the courage, the body language, everything. I called tell myself, say, guy, no, wow, okay, tick. You understand? Like, okay, yeah, I can, you know.
Another X factor.
You know, so that's ticked. Then the final major one, I think that every woman I have dated in my life, okay, this is like the first time I'm saying this too.
Okay.
You know, every woman I've dated in my life, they love me too much.
Oh.
They all love me too much. And too much of everything is bad.
It's always choking for you.
It's not choking.
Okay.
It's not.
Okay.
You know, as a matter of fact, I was enjoying it. But for marriage's sake, now that's going back to when I said you need to know yourself. I know I am a lady man. And if I get married to a woman that loves me too much, which means that everything I do and say, she's just going to take it hook, line, and sinker because she loves me too much.
Yes.
She doesn't want to hurt my feelings. Guess what? I'll be the one hurting her feelings then, unknowingly. Because if she accepts everything I do, hello,
you might want to take advantage.
You know, I might get carried away.
True.
And I don't want to get carried away.
True.
I needed a woman who is going to checkmate me like 100. I needed a woman who
I totally understand. Totally understand you.
You know,
totally.
that a woman that would not, you know, keep her words, would be like, well, the moment she feels, guess what? You know, it got to a time where if I know that I'm liking you as a lady, I'll come home and tell my wife that, okay, I met this girl. I'll just tell her about the girl. If that girl is going to be trouble, my wife is just going to raise nose like, I don't know, I'm not comfortable with your, you know, I'm not comfortable with this person. And for every lady she has said that about, that I also have coconut head, you know, something went wrong. Honestly, you know, so I needed a checkmate, and that's why I got married to her. So that's why I said she gets coconut head. You understand? So she knows me, she understands me, and I also respect her. You know, so I don't want to use the word fear. Yeah, I also respect her a lot, you know. So that has helped me not to, you know, over misbehave. Because as a man, trust me, you go see misbehave one time or the other. So kudos to her, kudos to every woman out there married to an entertainer, a celebrity. Men, when they try psychologically, when they try. Because sometimes when I put myself in her shoes, I feel like, nigga, if now you will be your wife, you could not leave yourself.
Before we go to the challenges that you have, because I know that you've had, you know, some sort of journey before you finally attain stardom, and I want to first congratulate you. I've not had the time physically to congratulate you for all of the amazing milestones that you've achieved, the numerous awards, and also for the ones that are coming, because the ones that are coming are way more than the ones that are already hitting at the moment. Before we go into your challenges, let me pressure you on one point. Are you saying, I myself, for a fact, I was telling God when I was going to marry my beautiful wife, I said, all the while I was asking God for shapes and sizes, God did not answer me. When I went to the altar and I said, God, okay, leave the shape, leave the sizes. I want the person that you have assigned for me. That was when I met my wife. And my own wife's story is, seek first the kingdom of God and every other thing shall be added. So it came with what God wanted and what I wanted. And from what you said, is it wrong for a man to love his wife more? Is it supposed to be, now, from your experience, is it supposed to be 50-50? Is it supposed to be 40-60? Who's supposed to love more in the marriage?
That's a very deep question, and it's tricky. Okay, based on my understanding about marriage,
yes,
I would say love each other more.
No, that is a very diplomatic answer.
Love each other more. Because guess what? How do you gauge that love? You can't gauge the love. Guess what? Between myself and my wife, we'll be like, I love you much. We'll be like, no, I love you more. I said, no, I love you more.
True.
And I can tell to myself that I think she loves me more. But I know I love her more. So that's why I said to you that you have to love each other more for it to work. Because if you don't love her more, bro, you guys are not going to last. And if she doesn't love you more too, you guys are breaking up pretty soon, man. Not even in this world. It's crazy.
So take out the percentage and just love yourself more.
Love yourself more.
Okay. I get it now. Let's talk about your journey. I know you got into acting many years ago. And
Yeah,
it has
many
been
years ago.
many years ago. I can attest to that. Days of going to auditions under the rain, sun.
Ooh.
You might not even get picked. You wait from morning. They call audition 9 o'clock. You are there 6 o'clock. You write your name. And you are at that audition spot. You are seeing a large crowd. And you're asking yourself, my goodness, where do I fit into this food chain? Right. Now, all of those till when your career started to take flight. I know you spoke about some of the challenges. Can you walk us through some of those rejections and how you were able to traverse, how you were able to navigate those rejections until the stardom started to show itself?
Okay, I started blindly, let me put it that way. And anybody who starts blindly means that you started with passion. Passion fueled, your journey. I never knew I was going to. I just knew I loved acting. I wanted to be an actor, basically. I never imagined I was going to become a star or a celebrity. I just wanted to be an actor, a relevant one.
A relevant one.
So I'll be able to take care of everything I need to take care of. Basically, the journey started back in Ajam Daddy, many years ago.
As the hood guys.
Yeah, and it was pretty rough. But I didn't see like it was rough because I loved what I was doing. Yeah, the first production I registered with was owned by my friend, Alara Zak, Cobweb Audiovisual Production, and spent a couple of years there. Eventually, I went out for an audition somewhere around the Benno Hotel, around the Coco, towards the Sashi.
Wow.
Yeah, and the third one, I forgot the name of the production. When I remember, I'll mention it. They said an external director was coming to, conduct an audition there. The external director is now a big director in English now. Okay, fine. Okay, fine came to that audition that day, and after he saw my performance, he was like, "Guy, you're not supposed to be here now. What did they do for you? This place, no. Come out, guy, come out." Those were his words. "Guy, come out. I go invite you come my next production for Egbeda." And yes, that was another stage. At Manex, I met a lot of great guys. Some whom are still acting till date. The likes of Kelechi, Sean Amadi of Bella FM back then. And some other great guys. Nee Johnson was, I think he was in a neighboring production outfit that the CEOs were friends. So it was a major struggle back then. So yeah, truly, just like OK said, I got into Manex audiovisual production, and I saw that these guys are good. I saw more competitors. So it was a major thing for us back then. Going for auditions and even scaling through the day's task. Every day. The moment the chairman says, "Oh, you did well today," that's a beautiful day. You're gonna have a sweet night, waiting for the next day. From there, God heard about audition at what's it called? Wale Adenuga Production, and fast forward, I got my first role on Because You Love Me. Wale Adenuga Production, and I remember back then in last, people started calling me super story, because of that. Now, I don't know how to really go about the very dark days because there are lots of them. There were lots of them. There are days I would go out without shishi, and I would have to beg to get to location. To get to the audition ground. Like I said,
don't even know if you were selected.
Oh, I don't know if I was selected. And now, for me to get to the audition ground, the audition venue very early, I have to leave my house as early as 5:30 in the morning. All the risk. I take this risk. I took those risks for years. Some people will hail me even from the dark. Sometimes I don't even know who was calling me. I'll go just hail back early morning. Days where I have to beg conductor. Days where I have to beg passengers. To support me with my ticket, because if I don't look the conductor face it. This one will be person if you beg.
It's not a friendly person.
So I had to beg, the co-passenger, like, "No, sir, please, I don't know, if you can help me. I do not have transport." And, there was a day a conductor threatened to, collect my shoes. And I was already telling myself, like, Papa, you go work out with your leg. Child.
Wow.
Because I know I can't fight him. But somehow, for whatever reason, maybe just God, in all of this, I mean, there has always been the God factor, yeah. Baba, I beg transport. I beg for transport a lot. I begged for transport a lot. There's this bros at Okoko. Michael, he has a bookshop, he has a stationery. Okay, I am IK. Bros IK, because I do artwork back then, I do sketching, I make cards and all that, so I patronize him back then, But he has helped me more. Days of 100 naira, days of 200, days of 50 naira, when that bros not to get. He was supporting my craft with those little money back then. 100 naira, 50 naira, 200. But guess what? Sometimes this money no go take me to where they go. So all I need most of the time is to beg for 5 naira that will take me from Church bus stop to Okoko bus stop. Anyone who's familiar with that exit, it's every time, when I get to that Okoko, I have that belief that Bros Ike would support me as long as he's around. I don't think he has ever told me he doesn't have money. I think maybe once or twice, truly maybe never sell that money. So he would always help me with that. Now, going forward, maybe that money will take me to like a Mount 2 or something, or will get me to NCSC, depending on where the location for the audition was back then. He after the audition, I don't know how I'm going to come back most of the time.
Wow.
Most of the times, I do not know how I'm going to come back. So I'll start to look around again and say, who can I talk to? There was a time, I don't really, beg fellow actors, because there was a time I asked, they saw me and they're like, I think I'm blessed with some sort of body where you feel like, I'll be Dajabo, So for that reason, and my mom had always, told me, like, no matter what, no matter how bad it is, try to look clean.
Word.
No matter how bad it is, try to look clean. So when you're talking to people sometimes, or when you're asking for favor, they feel more comfortable, giving you attention, rather than you looking haggard and wanting to talk to them. True. Sometimes they think you are mad, or I beg this one now, come beg me. But if you look good, sometimes they'll give you the audience first. Sure. So at least that was there. So everybody thinks that I was comfortable, like I was from a rich background. That was from a rich background. So they'd be like, you don't have money. I said, I don't have money. They joked about it, and nobody gave me anything. So I had to join a friend that day, story for another day. So it was a roller coaster of bad days. I quitted twice. Actually, I quitted twice. And the third time I was going to quit, I was already married, and I told my wife, I said, it's not looking like this accent is for me, because I have to provide for my family.
True.
This is how I was raised. I have to provide for my family. And as at then, I was living in my father's house. I got married in my father's house.
Wow.
Yeah. Close to my wife, man. For accepting to even get married to me and remain in my father's house.
A lot of ladies these days, story for another day, guys.
So, I said to her that, what was this day? There was nothing to eat. No money, and I already had my daughter. Wow. As at then, there was nothing to eat. And I just told her, like, I need to step out. She said, where to? I said, I don't know. Let me just take a walk. So I took a walk from my house, church bus stop back then, down to Ajangbadun. With, let me say, should I say blocked brain, or I wasn't thinking about anything. I was just like, what are we going to eat? So I was just working with a very blank mind, and I just said to God, I beg now, just show me love. After a while, I just got a call while I was working. And the person said, Rotimi, are you available for blah, 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 2 episodes? I was like, okay, Now, at that time, 10K per episode, it's a 2 episode. Was it 2 episode or 3 episode? No. Well, I think it was 20K per episode or 4 episodes. But the money was 40K. So immediately the person was like, well, are you available? And usually they don't get to pay you ahead. But this person was like, okay, send your account. So I was sending the money. And I just made a U-turn. I crossed to the other side. I had tears, almost dropping from my eyes, and like, wow, God, okay, you answered my prayers. Okay, that's good. I went back home. I'm like, babe, money don't show. Yeah, I'm okay, just. Yeah. So there was a day I said to her, I said, you know what? I think I'm going to quit. This is not for me anymore. I don't think I can provide for the family just acting. But I love entertainment. I love the work. So maybe I'll just look for a way to start producing, basically. Because I do have a producing background. It's like, he said, are you okay? No, I was like, are you okay? You want to quit acting? Have you forgotten I quitted acting for marriage? So now you also want to quit acting. Guy, they quit.
Wow.
Those were her exact words.
Wow.
Guy, they quit. And guess what? The moment she said, guy, they quit, I just had this relief that, okay, we can do it. We will do it. Fast forward 2 months after, I got my first nomination, at Born Awards, Best of Nollywood Awards. I got my, 2 or 3 months after, I got nominated for Most Promising Actor of the Year. And I won, with the movie Just Not Married.
Yeah, Just Not Married.
And God used Judith Aldo, because Judith said when she called me for that particular role in 2015, she called me for that role in 2015. She said, I almost allow me. That's how she calls me. She said, almost allow me. Not only you are not double cast though, I double cast every other person, because I just see for the character. Now I just see for that Latin character. I said, okay. I said, but I would just like make you just day on that, make you day on dread, make you just roll your hair, make you just. I said, okay. That story for another time. We did that. Just Not Married was just meant to be, a film going on African Magic. They got to post-production, and I saw, was like, this job can, go to the cinemas. Why can't you guys try it? It's like, are you sure? Okay, let's try it. They tried it, and that was it. In fact, they brought it to Toronto International Film Festival, and they said on the day of the screening, the whites in the audience were shouting that, who is this guy? Is this guy a big comedian in Nigeria? People borrow money come that time. Me, I don't borrow money. I tell myself, if I borrow money, I want to see the money return back. So 3 months after she said, guy, you can't quit, I got nominated and I won for Most Promising Actor of the Year. I won. And I think that very month, I think the award happened in November, ending of November. December. Okay, let me take you through that, what happened that day. That very day, I went out for an audition. Myself, Greg Ojefua, Kelechi Udegbe. We went for an audition somewhere around Abule Egba Access. And I think the both of them had an invite to come for AMVCA nominee announcement party. I didn't
get an invite.
So I went back home that day, and I was shattered. I was broken.
Devastated.
I was devastated. That I'm not even asking for nomination. Despite all my years for this industry,
hustle,
I don't even get ordinary invites. Come nominee announcement party. I was really heartbroken. I cried. And anytime I'm broken, I feel like this thing is not. I don't understand anymore. I perform my ablution, and I observe Salat. I pray. So that very day, I just got home. There was no lights in a dark room there in Ajangaji. I just went to the bathroom. I performed ablution. I got my prayer mat. And I was performing the salat. So on the first rakah or second rakah, when I sujood, I saw my phone ringing. I had two small phones then. One chinko phone and one small other. So I saw the first phone ringing. I saw the other one ringing. Well, of course, I can't pick because I was praying. So later I saw a message dropped on the phone. So when I salaman, I had to, look into the phone. I saw congratulations, bros.
Wow.
From my cousin that works with Mnet.
Wow.
So I was like, I thought he was congratulating me for
the previous award.
The previous award because he didn't reach out to us at that time. So I just dropped the phone and I finished my prayer. So before finishing my prayer, my phones were ringing. Both phones were ringing.
Wow.
So I concluded the prayer and I was about picking was it calling Grace call first? Okay, I was about picking one of my uncle's call. It ended. I now picked the other phone. It was Poligwe. Poligwe was just like, Rotimi, congratulations. I don't care whether you win or not. You're already a winner. Rotimi, congratulations. I was like,
what's going on here? What's happening?
Going on? What's with the congratulations? Screaming, with so much, I could feel the excitement in Poligwe's voice, Now, I was like, sir, network was bad and it went off. So the next thing, the other phone rang again. Now my uncle called. I was like, son, congratulations. I'm just watching African Magic AFVCA nominee announcement party. Now you have been nominated.
So the announcement party that you didn't get an invite to,
yes,
was that same announcement party that you were announced as a nominee for that category?
Yes.
My goodness.
Yes. I'm not going to tear up now because I just, that
this is a huge story.
That moment just, came back to me like it was yesterday. I was like, the next thing, I just started crying. So my wife walked in, I was like, what happened? I've just been nominated. I just stood. And I was just crying. And she was like, it's okay. She held me. It's okay. I told you that you'll win someday. She said that you have always supported your friends who win. If your friends really know how much you celebrate them behind them, whoa, they will not wish that you don't win. So I see this, I know you, I know the kind of person you are, so definitely I know you'll win someday. Just held out, and she's like, it's okay, don't worry, it's okay, don't worry. I think that day was, the beginning of, everything gets in, and yes, it was a voting category. And people really worked hard, especially the team on the movie, because it was just my category that was nominated in the entire film. So everyone, starting from Judith Aldu herself, Asov, Stan Nze, what are the other cast? Greg, the entire team, everyone, they were voting. Tirelessly. They were convincing people. It was a day, I think, what was that? Is it WeChat? That you have to vote via WeChat then. So a lot of people do not have it on their phone. So you have to help them, sometimes like download WeChat and do all of that, So everybody went all out. My wife, everybody went all out. It was that bad that if I got on the bus or got into Keke Napep, I'm like, Ross, please, can I use your phone? I need you to help me vote. I'm like, take the phone out because I said, don't worry, let me help you. I will do it myself. So we were doing all of this and we were hoping for, a better result. Because the category where I was nominated, it was about popularity. Bro,
Sure.
Really?
Sure. I was back home that day,
it was a category of veterans. I was the only unknown guy in that category, bro. So if it was about popularity, man, I was going over, man. Nah. So I was just hoping. And, there was a day I was in the toilet, I was thinking that, okay, just in case you win, sir. Because I was not even hoping that I was going to win.
Yeah, because you already saw those in the category.
Yeah,
You're like,
but,
no.
But we tried, nevertheless. I've always been that, try first. Don't give up. Even if something tells you that, oh, this other person is better, or you don't stand a chance, give it a shot.
Yeah.
Just try. So we all tried. Everybody gave their best voting for me. And, I was in the toilet and I was thinking that, okay, just in case I win, let me prepare a speech now. Okay, I did prepare a beautiful speech, yeah. But guess what? When on that particular stage, when I was announced as the winner, bro, as I stand up by the time I said, fuck speech. Speech. I'm going out there to say my mind. I'm going out there to just be me, like, fuck speech. And yeah, I did me, and I teared up, on stage, and that was the beginning of, the Rotimi Salami, everybody, today.
I was okay. So I was back in Nigeria at that time, and God knew I was pretty much excited when I heard it. I was gazed at it. My eyes was fixated on the television, and I said to myself, I said yes. I said yes, and I'm saying this today. I've not said it in your presence before. I said yes first because I know that you have practically used your body, your mind, your soul, your spirit to pay your dues in the movie industry. And I'm like, God, this is a well-deserved award. And I was pretty much excited for you. Now that we are talking about the movies right now, has your stature militated against you when it comes to some roles?
A lot.
A lot.
I sometimes, tell myself that I could have been super bigger than this. Like, not bigger in terms of size, but in terms of stardom. If I had a big body. Because I was one of the major things that played against me growing in Nollywood, especially the English sector that I started from, was my body, my face. Was basically my face. My baby face did me shit. My baby face messed me up.
Wow.
My baby face sanded me anyhow. They sand me come up for roles like, and it was a major one. I felt really bad for myself, having a baby face back then, and it was tough. It was really tough, because they'll be like, oh, he's good, but he looks too young for the character. Oh, he's young, he looks too, And even to date, it still happens.
Till date?
Yes, for some major projects. Yes, it still happens. Like, it still looks young for. Well, see.
Wow.
But of course, it's not as much as it used to be.
Yeah, it used to be true.
Because people want to take. People will be like, okay, he has a face, he has the numbers, so at least that would, But in most cases, they'll be like, back then it was really tough. I was unable to get movie roles. I did more of television series back then. I did more television series back then because of my face. Because more of the soap operas would still give room to have younger actors and all. So I featured in most of the series that was showing on TV back then.
Yeah, true. True.
Most of the series.
Very correct. Very correct.
But I had very few numbers of movies. As at that time, okay, let's do a calculation. If I got into the industry like 2004, 2005, down to 2017, I could only count 5 movies.
Oh wow.
Yes, just 5.
And that
movies.
had to do with, because I beg your pardon, that likely had to do with your stature.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, because I've won audition roles, won roles at auditions,
Yeah.
and they'll be like, okay, the only reason I can't give you the character is because you have a baby face.
Wow.
Because of the stature. I quitted 2008, January 2008, when I went for an audition at I think 168 Adini Ogunsoya. I got to the venue around say 6 a.m. in the morning, and we had a very large number of people there, and around say 2, 1, 2, they were like, oh, if you look British, come out. Me, I did not stand up. So the people around me, the girls around me were like, you look British, now go out. I hate to be embarrassed. In everything in my life, I hate to be embarrassed. So I was like, no,
I'm not going.
I'm not going anywhere. So I think it was Charles Okafor. Charles Okafor now came under the tent there. I was like, so he was now trying to point out people that actually look British. So he now called me that, oh, you, yeah. I said, me. He said, you, yeah, you look British, now come out. I said, eh. So the girls, they're like, we told you now. I said, okay. I came out, I think about 21 of us. Some guys too just came from the US back then, so about 4 or 5 of them. As I hear their impeccable English, everything, and the accent at the time, I said,
I can't stand the chance on this one.
I told myself, like,
I can't stand the chance on this one.
You don't stand the chance, don't worry. But after our audition, I think I was about the 17th person, doing the same thing over again with other guys, they had their turns. When I performed, everybody started clapping. Whoa, 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 whoa. In fact, some people are congratulating the VAR. They don't give you the role. Or they don't give you, now you get this role, I was waiting. So around 6 p.m., 6:30, they were done with the auditions at that time. We were waiting, those of us that they're like, okay, stay back. So Mumaji was on Mumaji, I think it was Mumaji who said, oh, you did very well, but you look too young for the character.
Oh my God. My
goodness. That's in Charles Okocha.
Okay.
He was the one who, he as at that time, he walked in around past 6. Come audition. He had a name at that time, He was the one that came, he was the one that gave the role. So I just told myself, when they told me that, I just said, acting will be for me. I just quitted. I quitted for like a year. And that was when I had the best results in school. And I was in 300 level doing my part-time in sociology. I had my best results in school then. Because I left acting and focused on, I wasn't watching TV. I wasn't doing it like, I don't want to see anything that will remind me of that like I want to. But the day where I go do mistake, go watch one series, and I saw some of my friends that would go for auditions together, and I saw them. And like, I said, oh my God, going back, So yeah, it's been tough, and I can say for a fact that me as a person, I've got tough skin, but on God, God did.
So Rotimi is a movie maker, is a director, is an actor. In the next 10 years, what part do you hope to focus more on?
So before, I didn't complete your response to my body, how it has played out. I'll tell you for a fact that Yoruba movie industry is a huge compensation, for my body of works, to step into limelight. Yoruba movie industry, they never cared about my stature.
They were very flexible.
Kudos to everyone, every Yoruba filmmaker that has featured me. Kudos to every fan out there that has said, we love this guy. Please use him. We want to sing in our next film, in your next film. You all made me a celebrity, actually. And so it felt like I hustled, I suffered. In the English movie sector of the entertainment, and I came to enjoy.
Got compensated from
me. You understand? So because a lot of people back then, when I entered, when I started doing Yoruba movies, most of them are like, who is this guy? Oh, there's a new guy, he just came. Okay. And and I was asking for money, and they were like,
you don't know how it works here.
So you don't know how it works. They ask for money. I'm gonna go, hey. So I was asking myself at that time, are you sure you can do this thing? Maybe family man, but anyways, God came through. So the small body to pay me for English, but for Yoruba, nobody cared. And we played roles, and people believed in the characters, because God don't put time for body. You know, yeah. So
Yeah. So the part of you being a filmmaker, a director, an actor, in the next 10 years, so what I'm asking this is, sometimes when you see an actor delve into all of those parts, as time progresses, they start to reduce some parts and get fixated more on some parts. For Rotimi Salami, in the next 10 years, where do you want to focus more on? You want to still be an actor 100%, director 100%, movie maker 100%, or you want to leave some, just a little bit, to focus more on some?
in the next 10 years, I am going to be one of the most sought after actor who might not be doing all the jobs.
Okay.
Will just do some few good selected jobs, and would be a prominent filmmaker.
Prominent filmmaker.
Yes. Because of course, I really want to make stars too. So yeah. Yeah. So yeah.
Before we wrap up, how have you been able to today?
Make I know another thing is I feel not they ask for Hollywood. I go down they ask for Hollywood that time. I go down they ask for Hollywood that time.
Speaking about that, before I ask you about,
because I do have. Okay, no, don't worry, go ahead.
Speaking about that, before I ask you this question about girls and how you are able to cope with them, you just brought this, so I thought to ask you. Everybody, just like in the music industry, no matter how much of a celebrity you are, there's this one person that you tell yourself, oh, I must have a song with this person before I say bye-bye to my career. When I mean say bye-bye is I want to retire, right? Hollywood now, not Nollywood, right? Hollywood, who is that one actress that you see yourself with in the same set or on the same set, I beg your pardon? That you tell yourself, no, this actor, I want to be on the same set with this person. This actress, I want to be on the same set with this person.
Okay, not far-fetched. One person I would really want to do stuff with, not just acting, the movie productions with, is Tyler Perry. If to say maybe back here day where people go Atlanta now, I am going to Tyler Perry right now. Like, bro, let's do stuff together. May not be as an actor for you, but we could do productions together. So yeah, Tyler Perry, yeah, one actor, one filmmaker I want to do stuff with. Yeah, Tyler Perry, Baba, you hear me? I want to do stuff. You understand? Tyler Perry. I bet when I want to watch this in this, when I see him, when I have to thank Tyler Perry. We get good stuff, so we'll do together, man. So for a Hollywood actress that I want to do, I want to have. I would love to work with.
Not Playboy role this time, please.
No.
Not Playboy. Because we know you. Because we know you.
You know the funniest thing, it's crazy. People see me play Playboy roles in Yoruba films.
Yeah,
more.
True, yeah.
But
correct.
English movies, you don't get it.
Yeah, true, correct.
Yeah, but you might get to start singing that pretty soon anyways, because my wife wants me to start playing Playboy in English movies too, yeah, so.
What kind of a wife is that?
She wants the best for me.
What kind of a wife is that?
Yeah, she wants the best for me actually. She wants the best for us.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so okay, why did her name skip my head? Straw. What's her name?
Oh, Taraji P. Henson. Taraji P. Henson.
Mama, eh?
Baba, you just go carry the creme de la creme of all Hollywood. Now you mentioned
me, I know the creme de la creme.
Yeah, Baba, you be. This is Tyler and this is Taraji P. Henson.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, Tyler, Taraji, those two people I love to do stuff with.
Wow.
And I will.
Wow.
I will. Watch the space. I will.
Wow. Watch it, guys. It's gonna happen very soon.
I will.
Wow. I'm just shocked because you're an amazing actor, but for you to see in that light, that means the vision is even bigger. Because some persons will just tell you, oh, I want to be on the same set with a Denzel Washington. Oh, I want to be in the same set with the Paul. You picking Tyler Perry, who is an impeccable, a fabulous storyteller and producer. Then you picking Taraji P. Henson, who effortlessly fits into any role she's given. It says a whole lot about you, bro. It says a whole lot about, and it's going to happen.
It will happen.
Very, very
soon. It
soon.
does happen. So that's why I'm not going to admit it share. tag these two people. It's very important. They have to see it though. Even if they sit and ignore, it's fine. But one day they will answer me.
Yeah.
You know.
How do you deal with?
No, ask me about Nollywood too. Do I want to?
You want to ask about Nollywood?
Yes. Ask me about Nollywood.
Okay. Rotimi Salami. Nollywood. Just because you want me to ask Nollywood, who is it you want to be on the same set with, male or female?
Female. Genevieve.
Are we tagging her too?
Tag her. Yeah. Well, the only actor I've had crush on, the only Nollywood actor I've had a crush on. But no, the only actor in the world I've had a crush on is Genevieve. And my wife knows that. She get her own crush too, so my 50-50.
So everybody's game.
Everybody get their own crush, but I've always loved Genevieve. I loved her so much back then that I had to look for her to get her number. Years back I got her number, and she was super nice to me, even without knowing me. Now me they bug her with calls. There was a night she was like, she picked and she was like, "What's me? What do you want?" I cannot even say what I wanted. I just said, "I want to act." Sit down. I'm just an actor myself. I'm not the one to give you roles. The directors, the producers are the ones to give you roles. So, wait till me. Can I sleep now? She was so sweet, Chineke.
Oh my God.
I had the opportunity to be on set with her, but I couldn't even walk. I couldn't go to her to tell her anything.
You were starstruck?
Over starstruck. But now if I say, all of us
celebrity talking to celebrity.
and I don't know if she would ever remember because of course there are lots of people that must have called her back then. That she must have, but it meant a lot to me. And aside that, I do have a project I want to do now, and I wish that I could have her play that character. I've had that script for over 12 to 15 years. And she was the only person that had seen that character. I said 2 days ago, I was talking to Judith, and Judith wrote to me, if it's Genevieve, no, I don't think she's going to jump on it because they've even given her some scripts in Hollywood and she rejected it.
Wow.
And I was like, oh my days. So does that mean this is not going to happen? But I still have a very strong belief. We'll push, we'll see if we can get her on the project. Else we'll use someone else, another person who I do love. But for Nollywood, yes, one person I would really love to work with on a set, closely with is Genevieve. Male that I want to work with on a set. The thing is, we have too much of badass actors in
Yeah, we do.
in Nollywood.
Yeah,
trust me, so yeah, I want to work with all of them. Trust me, I want to work with all good actors, both male and female, to be honest, as long as you're good. Because I'm always fascinated with good acting. So when I see good actors, trust me, I blush when I see good actors. So yeah, I want to work with all good actors.
How do you cope with female guests, female fans? I know your DM is full, by the way. You've established that part of your wife, that she is 100% supportive, and you guys have that amazing symbiosis, like you talk about everything, and your co-communication is great. But as a man, and it's unfortunate because some men don't know where to draw the line. To be very honest with you, some men don't know when to draw the line. They see that it's not going to lead somewhere. They know, they see the green lights, right in front of them from these ladies, right? They don't know when to draw.
We get big men to get big eye.
Yeah.
They just want. We might just test down. Men like to taste you up and down.
So how do you handle all of these female fans that come on a daily basis? And how do you draw the line?
To be honest, without them, there's no Rotimi Salami.
Okay.
Without my female fans, there is no Rotimi Salami. Without my male fans too, there's no Rotimi Salami. The truth is, when the opposite sex, stops to love what you do, Baba, na bad market with that. So you people don't stop coming, okay? Don't stop coming. That means they still love what I do, they appreciate what I do, and wanting a little extra is not too much for anyone because we're humans. There's a certain way we feel. there was a time I wanted a little extra from Genevieve. I looked for her number. I was watching it, I got her number. I spoke with her, but when I could not proceed again. But so talking about where to draw the line. Yes, you know, most ladies are now very confident, you know, so they'll tell you how what they want.
Yes, they will.
And I also tell you how it cannot happen. You get. And I will make you feel bad about it, you know. Because I grew up being wooed by women. Not the other way around. I can count the number of women I've wooed in my entire life, you know. So I'm usually being wooed by women. You know, so I'm used to that from inception. So it's not it's not because I'm a celebrity, that's why I'm getting that now. Even if I wasn't a celebrity, I'll still keep getting that. You know, so I've always known how to manage this because I believe so much that you can't help how you feel about some persons. You know, it's a natural thing. The only thing you can't help how you feel, but you can only control how you react to, you know, towards that person, whether to approach that person or not. You know, so far so good. I've had very mature ladies who would come around and I let them know, yeah, this can work. And I'm like, okay, can we be friends? As long as you're not going to be asking me to pick your call at all time, you know, when I'm, you know, so yeah. So I really know where to draw the boundaries. There was a time I randomly pick female calls, either at work or not at home. And my wife said she doesn't like it. And ever since then, I tell you, man, you're my female friend. When I'm home, don't call me. Not because I want to hide anything, but don't call me. My wife. I'm not going to tell you my wife doesn't like it, but I'm just going to tell you, don't call me.
That's you drawing the line.
That's me drawing the line. That's respect, you know. So if she doesn't like it, I shouldn't do it.
True.
Yeah.
True. Ladies and gentlemen, before we wrap up, I just want to ask Rotimi to say one or two things to his 1.2, 1.3 million on Instagram.
They pass like that too. I don't know. I don't like what Instagram they do me.
They do it to me, self. They come on my own self.
I don't like what Instagram is doing to me.
They did to me.
My followers originally should be over 3 million. I mean, say I just want,
wow.
You know, what for you find out like I'll be on a particular whatever for like 2 years. Yeah. I was on 800 for like 2 years. All those followers where they follow that period, I beg, where did they put them? I don't understand. If they say I don't reach 3 point something now, make I not exaggerate or like 5 million. I reach now. You know, so I mean, to all the 10 billion followers where we know they see, you understand? You know, I mean, all across the social media and those of you know the social media. So what do you want me to tell them?
Whatever comes from your mind.
I'll say to everyone that is privileged to watch this, whether now or later, and you have supported my crafts, or you're even just meeting me for the very first time, and you love me, yeah? You don't have a choice, you need to love me, yeah? Now go to I just want to say thank you, guys. Thank you. Without you guys, I mean, there's no me, you know, and I really do appreciate, you know, all you guys do. You know, what we do is, people say it's a little spiritual, you know, so it's a lot connecting with, you know, thousands and millions of people, and everybody loves what you do. I mean, to those that criticizes me too, thank you. It's also part of what we need, you know, because if you don't tell us that we're doing it wrong, we might not know that we should adjust in one area. But then, please, always be diplomatic. You know, someone came on, I posted my mom's, you know, birthday video, and someone said, she's even said she's old. It's makeup that is making her. Please, is she supposed to be young? That's the way born me. Is she supposed to be young? Does that even make sense? Like, yeah, your mother is old. You know, now makeup now make her look young.
Just hating.
Please be diplomatic. Talk something where it gets sense. You know, tell me something that, you know, maybe this other movie, you, like a guy said to me one time, he came to my DM. He said, he said, there's a certain English, one adjective that he said I use. Is it an adjective? He said I used to say, oh shit, that's so painful, I can't remember. That I say it a lot in movies. You know, and he came to my DM and told me that, okay, no, that's not the appropriate word to use. Right? So I think that word does have S behind. Maybe I put, okay, babes.
Okay.
So he said it's babe, not babes. You know, say I use babes. And you say babes not slang.
Yeah, true.
You understand?
That's slang. Yeah.
No head. So I think that's the context he didn't understand. Like, okay, if not proper English would they speak.
Of course,
yeah?
of course.
Babe.
Of course.
You know, but like, I did do your bathroom like, oh babes, what's up? You don't understand, like, not slang, be
True,
babes.
true.
But I do appreciate that, he came to my DM to, share that knowledge, so, and I adjusted with that too, because I know these things too means a lot to them.
True,
When they pass a form of advice and you take it in, and adjust, it makes them happy too. So you guys are everything. I really appreciate. God bless you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have had a blast of a time. I want to thank you very, very much for hanging with us. We've had the rare privilege of having with us on this edition, on this episode, the prolific, the amazing, the stupendous, the wonderful actor, director, movie producer himself, Rotimi Salami. Ladies and gentlemen, before I sign out, please, if you've not liked, if you've not shared, please follow, subscribe, follow our Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like and share. That is how we'll keep meeting you in front. That's how we'll keep doing amazing work. Thank you so very much. This right now is where we have to draw the curtain. Until wherever you're watching us from, next week we'll see you. Until then, on behalf of I and the entire production team of AfroJournal Podcast, it's bye for now.